If you drive through South Medford and have to cross I-5, you've probably noticed that some intersections can get packed.
The city is looking at expanding South Stage Road in some way to cross I-5. Joining us live from the end of South Stage Road is Newswatch 12's Luke Doughton.
Luke, good morning. The city of Medford is looking at two scenarios for South Stage Road's expansion.
Damien, Brinkley, good morning. When the city first hired a project team to analyze what they're looking at right here, they were actually looking at three solutions. One of those solutions was a no build, not building anything to cross over I-5, but luckily the city was able to quickly determine that is not going to help them hit their goals to mitigate traffic and account for expansion. So they are now focused on either putting in a underpass, an overpass, or an interchange. And here's a quick explainer real quick. Overpasses and underpasses would allow traffic to go over or under I-5, but they wouldn't allow traffic from I-5 to get onto the road. An interchange would allow people to both enter and exit I-5. Councilmember Nick Card says despite this section being ahead of schedule, the project still has a long way to go.
We don't see big infrastructure projects like this very often. The bypass will probably be the biggest infrastructure project I see in this valley in my lifetime.
Card said that the project won't be completed for likely another decade. Part of the reason this will take so long is a list of challenges. There's challenges to designing something that checks every box that the city needs. And you also have to alleviate traffic across I-5 east and west, up and down the I-5 corridor in Medford. And lastly, you have to make sure that whatever you're building doesn't negatively affect the environment. But with all three of those things is funding. The city will still need to get funding to build an overpass, an underpass, or an interchange. But compared to when they finished the Delta Waters Road bypass, there's not those funding opportunities from the federal level or the state level. Live in Medford, Luke Doughton, Newswatch 12.